Morning, ladies and gentlemen. I've come on because it's been requested a few times, and Auntie Caroline from Caroline Knight's channel requested that I did it as well. It's showing you both of my vintage Silver Cross prams. One is a full-size vintage Silver Cross, and I'll give you a tour of that in a moment. And the other one is a vintage doll's size Silver Cross. So we'll do the full-size Silver Cross first. This Silver Cross is a Silver Cross Tenby. It's from 1972, and it's grey hooded with silver trims, and inside it's got a very light grey and green, and they look like paintbrush strokes, don't they, inside, and that's repeated all the way through. I've got Eleanor sleeping in it at the moment. She's all tucked up. There she is. And it's as I said, it's a full size. There's Eleanor all buggled up inside, keeping nice and warm. Sorry, I've got you everywhere. Keeping nice and warm. And the only thing I had to do, it was in perfect order, this pram. The only thing I had to do was buy a new rain cover for it, and I had to get a darker grey because the Silver Cross don't do the light grey anymore. So I got a darker grey rain cover for it. And as I said, I've not whitened the wheels because I don't like it when vintage prams are done up like that, with snow white wheels. It just doesn't look right. And as I said, it's in perfect shape. There's a few little tiny scratch marks. You can see one there, tiny little, and it's tiny little scratch mark on it, but everything else is in perfect order. As I said, the wheels are grey, but 1972, what more do you expect? You can't expect it to be perfect. And this Tenby, the body actually detaches from the wheels, so it was the equivalent to our travel systems in the 70s. So there's a full view of my Silver Cross Tenby. I love this pram. My granddaughter has been out in it a few times and loved every minute of it, and this summer she'll be using it again. Babies can sit in these until they're about 3 years old. I've seen older babies in them as well. But there we are, Silver Cross Tenby. My mum said that my brother was in his until he was 4. So there. My brother was born in the 60s. I think hers wasn't a Tenby. I think it was a Wayfarer that my mum had. Similar shape though. And just coming round slowly, this is Bluebell in my doll's pram. This was my pram when I was a little girl, so it's showing some signs of age now, but it's getting a bit yellow inside the hood. But what have you been doing, Bluebell? Your hair's everywhere. Hair looked like she'd had an electric shock. So as I said, this is getting a bit yellow inside. I would imagine this trim was cream. It's very yellow now, but I can't expect much more. I'm 60 this year, and I had this when I was about 4. There's the little rose emblem on the side, and there's the wheels. I have touched this pram up. I've re-chromed it and repainted the bit that carries the wheels, because that was very rusty, because my mum kept it in a garage, and they don't survive very well out in garages. So anyway, I touched it up and I think it's looking pretty good. It's still got the original rain cover, still the original colour. It's like a, do they call that Love It green? I think they call it Love It green. I'm not 100%, but there's the handlebar with the Silver Cross logo on it. Is it going to focus? It may do, may not. There we are. So as I said, I've had this since I was about 4 years old, and I'm 60 this year, so it's getting on a bit. But I'm hoping that it will be kept in my family and passed down the generations. My granddaughter will play with it as she gets older. So Caroline and all the other ladies, I can't remember the other ladies' names. I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. It was just that Caroline asked me not so long ago, would I do a overall shot of my Silver Cross prams, and there they are. Oh, focus please, focus. Why do these cameras decide then they're not going to focus? There we are. So that's my 2 Silver Cross prams. Very, I love them a lot, and they're both in brilliant shape for their ages. The big one 1972, and this one was about 1963, so a fair age, the pair of them. So there they are. I love them both, and in fact, to be fair, because I'm so small, the little one is about, I can still push it. It's not, I'm not bending over pushing it, because I'm only tiny. I'm only 5'1". So girls when I was younger played with these until they were about 12, 13 years old. That's saying something nowadays, isn't it, ladies and gents? I can't see a 12, 13-year-old playing with a doll and a doll's pram, but we did back in the 60s. We played with dolls and dolls' prams. All right, ladies and gents, I'm going to go now, but I just thought I'd come on and do this quick video that Caroline Knight and some other ladies, as I said, I'm not quite sure who they were, but they have asked to see the prams, and there they are in their all their glory. I don't know whether I'm right not painting the wheels on these prams, but I don't like it. I don't like to see an old pram with bright white wheels. I don't think it looks right. What do you ladies think? Do you think they should be left alone or whitened? I have got the whitening, it's just that I thought it may make it look a bit too false if I did them. Okay, I'm rambling now. There's my 2 prams. I hope you're feeling a bit better, Caroline, because I know you've been struggling these last few days. I'm going to love you and leave you, ladies and gents. Bye bye.